Welcome to Excellence in Excel, and in this series we're going to start focus on creating a advanced bookkeeping system. So for that we will start really with the basics, and as we go along you will see this has multiple parts and we will have probably multiple models to keep it separate. And in this you will learn how to create a bookkeeping system, and every single video will fine-tune to be more improved, and you will see step by step you will get to something really exciting and wonderful. So let's begin right away. So first of all, this is what I would call the transaction tab. So in the transaction tab is the basics. This is just input. So imagine if you have a bookkeeping, what do you start with? There are a few things you always put in: the date, description, amount, and the company. Are there other more things? Probably. I will just keep this the basics. However, you can extend it to how far you want. So first of all, we're going to have here just 4 columns. I'm going to start with really 4 columns. And number 1, I will put in date. The second one, I will say here description. And description is, for example, a sale or something else, rent payment, something like that. Here you have the amount. This is the amount in any money you want, dollars in this case. And finally the company or the person that receives it. So that's really it. It's really just basic. So I'm going to give it some color and conditional formatting, or at least some color and design. So I'm just going to select this and all the other remaining. I guess we can just select all of this and just, so it will be consistent. I'll say this will be all input. So that's all input, and then of course we just change this color here. There we are. So we have this nice and ready, making this 20, font size 20, just to make sure that you can see it clearly. All right, so now we have the first part. Let's put in some data. So I'm going to use some test data to generate. Let's say 1 January, February, I think. Yes, I see here 1/1. You can see here right now it's only showing specific date. I'm just going to put in a few. All right, so we have here some, and I'm just doing it right now a month. And if I can just, let's customize the date and just put in the date. Is there a short date, long date? You can do it like this, or in this case I want it with the letters here for the month. That's probably the best way. It's easy to identify, so we are not making any mistakes. We're going to the month and the day. All right, so we got this. This is some sample, and here I'm going to put in just some sample and say just rent amount $1,000, company, commercial building. All right, so we have here, let's say utility 500. Here is a water co. I have no idea, just all kind of things. All right, so this is really, this is just a starting point. So you can see this is the starting point. In the next video we're going to focus on creating a new tab, and from that tab we will read all the expenses and income that's coming through here, because here basically we record every transaction that we receive or we pay something as well. So that's very important. And if you want, I would highly recommend just to add up some fake data here, any kind of topics. You can have any sales and costs and sales and costs, etc., just to get something ready. So you have for later on, you have added as well.